Instruction manual for little beasts. We elaborate on getting up and going away. We have many life circumstances in suggestion. O arrives with a backpack and a pair of red socks, taking what at the time seemed a cult and removing more of the circumstances. Sternum, our sternum, sternum, our sternum, a dream of flying. Circumstances of feeling one way or the other. What is a feeling, anyway? O had been working to forget names as to remember the particulars. This was an unreasonable request, but because it was done silently, O could neither confirm nor deny its effectivity. I'll say this. I placed value on the act of departure. I felt ashamed in the light, and I placed value on the act of being understood. The same pair of red socks unworn. Which pair of red socks was it? O has started opening all the drawers in the bedroom, but nothing red appears. O stood near the oil cans wearing tiny hairs, the tiny hairs standing on end. Should O feel ashamed about talking about ourselves like this? Suddenly a stoplight turns red. The word suddenly is a surprising one. By surprising, I mean wrong. It is the wrong word. I feel shame, certainly. All I've done today is write letters to the sky and to a few colors. This seems reasonable as O is taking someone new to the floorboards. That's what we said then, when there was sensation at either end of the spindle. I hate to say it, but there is still the emptiness beneath my sternum, and it's crept down to my pelvis. The pelvis is a continuum of bones. Should I feel ashamed by not currently possessing the ability to code myself in other names? This is an actual question I'm asking. I feel shame, certainly. I feel shame every time I write the letter O. O told someone O had been dreaming about them, but O hadn't been. For better or worse, it suddenly got loud in that room. Suddenly is a dishonest way to say relief. Washing the face, it was just a thing to say, but O was not talking. All the ways to be warned and not to let the dribble out, leaving behind marks, any at all, and I am indeed shamed. A cunt covered in dust or penetrated while sleeping. What it might be like outside without turning to the open window. The problem is the recently departed don't sleep, and all I can do is sleep. So much moving beneath the feet, but the feet are not moving, and the night itself is a cunt. Exceptions. If the receiving object is soft, if there is also wanting while sleeping. No one swims in O's city by the sea. The people walk, and it is not impossible to come by packaged meals. The authorities keep tally on electronic notepads. We dream. O's city folds and refolds around some tenderness, some steel. These are not acceptable exceptions, the river lapping on the stone walls and the chemicals bubbling on the surface of the river. When O walked to the abandoned train bridge, O threw glass into the water and wanted to kiss a bird woman. That's what O said then, but not to the relevant parties. Nevertheless, it is still a factual statement. O wanted to kiss a bird woman. What is a fact, anyway? O has been thinking about how we are animals, but we've overtaken those parts, and how we've made the mistake of letting someone else do the walking. O likes to say that so as to feel less ashamed when O lets the body respond as if it were not solid. It is solid. Shall I say again that I feel many things and that I want to strike them all out? Dear Red Socks, where are you? The beast stuck her face in a hole and would not come out even to her name. Where there is a beast, there is soft. Where there is a beast, there is soft longing, taken soft, taken softly. There is softly, there, beast, there. Where there is, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leaving is always alone. Leaving is always what could have been, what could soft, what could taken, what could longing take this, softly take this, no, take this unsoftly. There is this unsoftly, there is not sorry. There is not sorry leaving, what could allow, not sorry, what could allow, what could alone, what could have been alone. Leave it longing, leave it beast. There is a soft beast, there is take and taken, there, where there is a beast, leave it longing, beast, leave it longing, pick it up, beast, pick longing, pick leaving, leave it alone. There, beast, there is a beast. There is always, leave it beast, leave it softly longing. My hand touches some piece of O. O clamps around it, not because there is feeling anywhere or because of desire. Simply O clamps around it. You all with me? Exactly is a word O stole from the person who walked behind O, and then O felt a sudden and insistent urge to push him down onto the concrete, and the beast suppressed it. What this all says about O's state of agitation and our gender, that this is the point at which a tiny matchbox, or let's make it a chestful, is spilling out from the inside, that this is the point where shape no longer serves. When O saw us again, the sensation made O put O's hands on our chest. O skinned O's knee on the way home, on the way to the beast, and could claim that this was the source of the rattling, but O is in a practice of getting off O's own distractions. O watches the internet and refuses to read a thing as the night begins ending. As the night begins ending, O might say no, and O might say no again, and still the night would keep ending. Exactly, says O, exactly. Whether O is learning to run or learning not to run, it is a sack of skin. How we know ourselves is many things. Unlock the door, turn the faucet. How we know ourselves inside our sacks of skin, as gatherings of experience and synapse. Peel off the rind. Tonight the shape of O in flight opens the window to a stranger's house. Tonight the sack of skin turns O's pelvis in the water, almost seeing bone. Whether O is learning not to run or learning not to stay, O believes in water and strangers as alchemical retributions. Shape, turn our pelvis. We play a game of breathing. The gathering of synapses and experiences inside a sack of skin, much like mine, says in the backyard, it smells like chickens, and the chickens run around that O's feet, and O says, I waited until it was too late, and gestures to the little boy's bedroom. That the average giraffe lives 40 years, and the gestational life of giraffes is 4 years, is a feeling we cannot entertain, not with the chickens running between our feet and having just eaten scrambled eggs. We refuse to linger on a tall sack of skin that spends a tenth of its life in a single process of differentiation, a process of boning. Think about that, you asshole, and we laugh and look towards the little boy's room, all of our pelvises having some capacity of differentiation. We make a list and cross things off it, and make another and check to see how many minutes are left before the sun goes down, and wonder at the perspective of always searching for a new job and a new place to live. Like we said, there are facts we cannot entertain the feeling of. O declares, if you wait long enough, the decision is made, everything shakes out in the end. Not all of us know that declaration, even if we say it or shake our head to it. After the minutes have gone by, we drink whiskey and sodas and talk about time, and what to do about it and how to rearrange it, and about refusing to rearrange it even when we like doing it. Time is a fact we entertain the feeling of while refusing to wear watches. Time is a fact we entertain the feeling of. Then we go off to our separate homes to not rearrange our time again, having set a day in the calendar to meet as O again. After the minutes have gone by, two gatherings of experience and synapse with the capacity of differentiation, much like ours, decide to meet again to talk about what makes us afraid, because fear is the fact of O's lifespan. Because fear is a fact we cannot help but endure its refusal to our synapses, we cannot help but endure. We entertain fear despite wanting to touch bodies but not knowing how to ask for it. Touch our body. Is it enough to have a pelvis and to dress or undress around it? Trespass and pull back the cloth. Sit in hot water in a place we've never seen in the light. Places to be entered that someone will enter. A pelvis is a process of boning while resisting bone, a way of getting the inside out but not entirely by way of cloth. A pelvis moves into translucence. How to ask for it? Touch our body. It is again unreasonable to assume that one might know anything suddenly. It was not suddenly that O invented a bird woman feeling unable to walk away and wanting to. It was hard to get going then, as it is hard to get going now. O was assaulted by memories, many of them are from before this. Nevertheless, O is not prepared for the sudden arrival. A man kisses another near a window. O loves him, and O loves the man he kisses. O does not wish to speak to either for risk of feeling rising up through the neck. What is a feeling, anyway? O begins to eat less than before. This is not a sudden fact. Facts are not sudden. We are not facts. O forgives O's selves, having come into this emptiness unprepared for the sudden losses. What our facts have become. What O's facts have become. Nevertheless, O loves near the window, and it is not our fault. O simply loves near the window. Simply is the wrong word. I wanted O to hold O before I found O, before I found other birds wanted birds. O wanted birds, what was below desire, what evening. I wanted room to turn in, room to desire, in the name O, immediate O, below the arm O, below immediate arm, what stars, what effects of want, what was wanted. Seems like the name O, our O, the name had not torn O. I moved to floor, I moved O to the floor, O below, O above, O, our courage. Our O below courage, O below what was, what O wants, what O was. I rocked O, waiting for O, what stars torn as O had not, what was want, O reflected in O, as many waiting repeat O, the name O I wanted to hold, I wanted what want, I wanted to hold O, wanted birds. The beast stuck her face in a hole and would not come out. There, beast. There. Thanks.